Strength and stretch. It says strength and sculpt. My goodness. All right. Go ahead and draw your feet hip width apart and parallel. Drawing your knees up towards your chest. Strong point through your toes. Warming up your body here. If you're tracking your workout, go ahead and set your devices. All right. One more on each side. Take that knee up and over to a side lunge. Press your hips back. Chin and chest stays lifted. Just a set of medium to heavy weights for today. We have total body. So we have 7 different moves, very basic moves today. We're going back to the basics. We'll do the strength for 50 seconds. We have a 10-second. You can use that for an active stretch or just to bring your heart rate back down. Go ahead and come to standing. Draw that right leg forwards and backward. Just swing it forwards and backwards, opening up your right hip. So those 10 seconds again can be used for strength. You can continue to hold that pose. You can stretch or you can just do an active recovery. We have 4 rounds of that move and then we have a stretch for that particular muscle group. All right, gently switching sides. Left leg forwards and backwards. Keep it going. Chin and chest stays lifted. All right, gently set that left leg down from here. Draw your right arm up and back. Chest stays nice and lifted. Gently reverse that direction. Up and forward. Few more here on the right side. Gently release that right hand down, left arm up and back, drawing circles. Few more. And then reverse the direction, forward and back. Few more here. All right, gently release that left arm down. We're going to come to a runner's lunge. Release your left knee down, right foot forward. Untuck your right toes, pressing into that right knee. Chin and chest is lifted. Opening up your left hip here. Gently draw your hips back, straighten that right leg, and then press the hips forward. Chin and chest stays lifted here. Few more. On the next one, hold the hips back. Right leg is straight, point flex, circle out your right ankle. Hold your right toes flexed, hinge forward, framing over your right foot. Maybe just letting your forehead drop down towards your knee, your shin, or your toes. Hold it for one more breath. Gently rise up, switching sides. Right knee comes down to your right hip. Take a big step forward with your left foot, pressing into that left knee. And then draw the hips back. Press it forward and draw back. 2 more. All right, hold the hips back. Left leg is straight, point flex, circle out. Maybe wiggle your toes. Anything that feels good for your left foot and your left ankle. Hold the toes flexed, nice calf stretch. Fold forward, maybe framing your left foot. You can stay high. You can gently fold forward. Hold it for one more breath. Gently rise up, come to standing, roll your shoulders back, roll them forward. Just going to change the song. We're going to grab one weight in each hand to start here. We have bicep curls to start. 50 seconds on. All right, so grab those weights. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Full bicep curl. And extend. Keeping your chest lifted, shoulders stacked over your hips. Palms are facing up, full bicep curl, and extend. Keep it going, still moving. This is round 1 of 4. You've got it, you're halfway there. Ground through your toes. Keep your shoulders relaxed down from your ears. All right, 12 more seconds. You can hold it at a half curl with your elbows at 90. You can set the weights down, walk it side to side, or you can come into a palm out, fingertip down stretch. Your choice. We're going to do these stretches for 60 seconds at the end. If you're using the palm stretch, switch sides. Grab those weights in 2 and 1. Round 2 right here, bicep curl and extend. So again, your options for those 10 seconds are an active stretch. You can step it side to side. You can hold those weights at a half curl, or you can come into a stretch, bringing your palms out, fingertips down, and gently pulling your fingertips in towards your body. Full bicep curl, bend, and extend. Palm in towards the same shoulder. Slow and controlled. You got 17 more seconds here. That's it. Last 10. Stay with it. Last 3, 2, and 1. Your option, hold, active, rest, or stretch. Wherever you're at, just breathing. Pick up those weights in 2 and 1. Here we go. Bicep curl. Extend and bend. This is round 3 of 4. After that 4th full 50 seconds, we're going to set the weights down and we're going to come into that bicep stretch. Elbows bend, elbows extend. Try not to rock your body with your curls. Just the arms are moving. Ground through your feet. Shoulders remain stacked directly over your hips. 10 more seconds. Active recovery, just breathing or stretch or hold. And 2 and 1. All right. We're going for our 4th and final round here. Last time with bicep curls in 2 and 1. Here we go. All right, so our 10-second breather for this one. I want us all to hold the elbows at 90. Then we'll set the weights down. It's just for 10 seconds. We'll then set the weights down and come into a stretch. All is one. Keep it going. 25 more seconds. You've got this. Full bend, full extend, bicep curl. Almost there. Last 10. We're going to hold those elbows at 90 in 7. You've got it for 3, 2, and 1. Find that 90-degree bend. Hold those elbows. Palms are lifted. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently set the weight down. All right. Bring your right palm out, fingertips down. Gently pull your fingertips in towards your body. Very gentle pull. We're going to use 2 weights again, 1 weight in each hand. We're going to switch here in 10 seconds to the opposite arm. We have a squat as you rise to stand. We have an overhead press with a right knee drive. Gently switch sides, circle out the wrist. Left arm forward, fingertips down, palms facing out. Gently pull those fingertips in towards your body. All right, 10 more seconds here. You've got it. 1 weight in each hand. Squat, overhead press with just a right knee drive. Grab those weights. We're going in 5. Roll shoulders up and back. Weights to your shoulders. Here we go. Squat, overhead press, right knee drive. Squat, overhead press, right knee drive. Slow and controlled. Think slow and steady. Squat, press with that knee drive. Try to flex your right toes. Try to get that knee as high as you can. Maybe it's close to your hip. Maybe it's at hip height. Maybe it's to your navel. Maybe closer towards the same shoulder. You've got it. That's it. 10 more seconds. Then we have that 10-second optional hold. You can step it side to side or some hip circles, and 2 and 1. This is going to be our stretch. So open and drop back in. Staying tall on that left leg. All right, weights to your shoulders, feet hip width apart and parallel. Here we go. Round 2. Squat, right knee drive, overhead press. Squat, press with the knee drive. You've got it. Chest stays lifted with your squat. Right knee drive, squat, knee drive press. You've got it. Keep it going. 20 more seconds. Option to hold that knee drive with the overhead press or hands at heart center or on your shoulders. Those hip circle stretches, or just taking a second to breathe. You've got 5, 2, and 1. 10 seconds here. Strength or stretch or active rest. And 2 and 1. Here we go. Round 3. Squat, overhead press. You've got it. That's it. Maybe trying to sink those hips lower each time. Reaching higher with those weights. Grab water at any time if you need it. All right, you're halfway. Yes, we've got 4 rounds with the right leg. Then we'll do 4 rounds with the left leg. Last 10. You've got 5, 3, 2, and 1. Active rest, hold, or stretch. All right, we got 1 more round. In 4, 3, 2. All right, let's do this. Ground through those feet. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Squat as you rise to stand. Press those knuckles up towards the ceiling. Press those weights high, higher each time. Draw that right knee up super high. Flex your right foot. Engage your abs. That's it. Squat to a knee drive. Halfway there. You got this. Squat to a knee drive. Almost there. Keep it going. Last 10. This round, I want everyone to hold those arms overhead or heart center and that right knee drive. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Hold that right knee lifted, arms overhead or at heart center. That's it. You've got 5. We're setting the weights down next in 2 and 1. Gently set the weights down. You're welcome to hold on to a wall or a ledge here. We're just drawing that right knee up and out from the hip, out from the hip, up and forward. So just alternating. You've got it. Just the right leg. Slow and steady. All right, from here, draw that right leg back. Release your right knee, pressing into your left knee, chin, chest, just as we did in the warm-up. Open up that right hip, your right lower ab. Hold it here. A few more breaths here. Chin and chest stays lifted. All right, gently rise up. Grab those weights. Try to use the same weights. Now we have the same thing on the left side. So ground through your feet. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Weights to your shoulders. Here we go. Squat, overhead press. Left knee drive. Squat. Press with the knee drive. Slow and steady. You've got 4 rounds here, 50 seconds each. Squat, press the hips back. Weights to your shoulders, and then draw that knee up. Flex your left toes. Just the left side's working. Ground through tall with that right leg. You've got it. Last 10. Option for that stretch in the left leg to hold that knee drive, or just step it side to side. And 2, and 1. All right, this is our stretch for the left side. Knee opens, knee closes. All right, ground through those feet, weights to your shoulders. Round 2, it's already here. Those 10 seconds really fly by. Squat, overhead press. That's it. Weights to your shoulders, squat down low. Left knee drive, flex the left toes. Keep it going. Almost there. You've got it. Knee drive and reset. 15 more seconds. Remember your options. Stretch, hold the knee drive, or just step it side to side. That's it. You've got 5, 3, 2. All right, 10 seconds here. Then we're going for round 3. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Set that left foot down. Weights to your shoulders. Here we go. It's always a doozy if you're holding it and then coming back into that movement. You've got it. Really firing up the left lower abs. Firing up those shoulders. Really press up through your knuckles. Weights to the ceiling. Low squat, overhead press. You've got it. 15 more seconds. Yes, you can. Stretch, active side step, or hold in 5. Last 3, 2. All right, we got one more round here. Then we're moving on. All right, in 3, 2. All right, ground through those feet. Roll the shoulders up and back. Weights to your shoulders. Here we go. Squat, left knee drive, overhead press. You've got it. That's it. You're already 15 seconds down. So close. Stay with it. This round, we're all gonna hold that left knee lifted. Weights overhead or weights at heart center, your choice. But I want you to hold that left knee lifted. You got 10 more seconds here. 10-second hold, and then our stretch. That's it. All right, hold that left knee lifted. Flex your left toe. Maybe get that left knee higher. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those weights down. Use a wall or a ledge with your right hand if you need to. Open and close. All right, come back to that runner's lunge here. Drawing that right knee forward. Left hip back to open up that left hip. 5 more seconds here. All right, gently come back to center. Draw your right foot forward, left knee back. Press into your right knee, allowing your left hip, your left lower abs to really stretch here. You can side bend over to the right. Hold it here for 10 more seconds. Whew. All right, gently rise up, roll your shoulders back. We're going to do straight arm tricep lifts. So we're going to bring those arms up. Grab some weights. One weight in each hand. Here we go. Soft bend the knees. Tricep pulse backs. You've got it. Arms stay close and towards your side. So those arms start to open up. Suck them back in towards your body. Lift and lift. You can have your palms facing in, palms facing up, palms facing down. Your choice. Ground through your feet, all 3 points. Big toe, pinky toe, straight back to your heel. Maintain a soft bend in your knees, slightly hinge forward. Press your hips back. Option to hold those arms lifted high for 10 seconds. We have an overhead tricep stretch, or just step it side to side. All right, here's your stretch. We'll do it 2 times. If you're stretching, switch sides. Grab the weight in 2 and 1. Here we go. Press back. Again, you can have those palms facing in, palms facing up, palms facing down. Your choice. Keep it going. That's it. You're almost halfway there. If your elbows start to bend, be mindful. Keep them straight. Even if they're slightly lower, you want those arms to be straight, close in toward your body, and lift and lift. All right, you got 10 more seconds here. Then we have our 10-second stretch, hold, or active rest. And 3, 2, all right, hold those arms high if you're holding, stretch it out, tricep overhead stretch. If you're stretching, switch arms. All right, reset, here we go, 1 weight in each hand. Press it up, round 3's right here. Tiny presses. Whew. I'm sweating a lot today. Keep it going. Keep those arms nice and high. Keep those elbows straight. Remember your options, palms down, palms in, palms up. 20 more seconds. Tiny little pulses, keeping those elbows straight. Try to keep those arms behind your back. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch, step it out, or hold. If you're stretching, switch arms. All right, round 4 right here. Make this your best yet. Maybe lift those arms higher. Maybe pull them closer in toward your body. Keep it going. For this 10-second, I want us to all hold those arms lifted. So we've got 50-second pulses with a 10-second hold. Don't cheat yourself. This is your workout. 20 more seconds, and then we hold for 10 seconds. You got this. Stay with it. Almost there. Woo, I know it burns. Keep going. Take out any little bend that you would create in those arms. That's it. You got 2 and 1. Hold it high. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my. Set those weights down. Release those shoulders. Draw that right arm overhead. Grab with your left elbow. If you're like me and tuck your chin, lift your head. Lean back. Find a tiny arch in your body. Notice that stretch, opening up your chest, your shoulders, and your tricep. 10 more seconds, and we're going to switch sides. All right, open, circle out the wrist. Switch sides, left elbow. Lift your chin, tiny arch in your back. Your left elbow is directly over your shoulder. All right, we're going to grab 2 weights again. 1 weight in each hand. I recommend going heavy here. We have deadlifts, one of my favorite, I feel most underrated moves. Keep your chin lifted. All right, release your left elbow, circle out your wrist, roll your shoulders up and back. Grab those weights, one weight in each hand. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Roll your shoulders up and back. Bring the weights to your thighs. Round those weights down towards your knees, shins, or toes. Press your hips back. So where your body hinges, you guys hear me say this a lot, where your body hinges, your gaze follows. So avoid keeping your gaze forward when you're hinging. As you hinge, you want your gaze to follow. Just as you hinge, you're pressing those hips back, trying to sink your hips into a chair, trying to touch the wall behind you. You don't want to bend your knees forward. You want to bend backwards, pressing your hips back. All right, our stretch here is a gorilla stretch. So you can hold those weights down towards your toes or bring your hands towards your feet, maybe under your toes, bend and extend your knees. All right, grab those weights, roll your shoulders up and back. Here we go. Deadlift. You're grounding through all 3 points of your toes. Slow and steady. Do not go for speed on these moves. Just letting the weights come down, maybe towards your knees, any point in your shin, closer towards your toes. It does not matter how far you bring those weights. Keep it going. Use that imaginary chair that you're trying to sit in as your goal, as opposed to how far those weights are going. All right, option 2, stretch. Hold the weights down, tiny pulses, or just step it side to side. We're going in 2 and 1. Grab the weights if you previously set them down. Here we go, round 3. Deadlift and rise. Keep it going. I'm just going to go a little bit heavier here. You've got this. Feet are directly under your hips. Press your hips back. Feel that stretch as you press your glutes back to that imaginary chair. Use your abs, use your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings as you rise up. Even though the weights are in your upper body, there should be no upper body work here. All lower body. A little touch of core. Back is flat. Draw your navel deep into your spine. Ooh, my goodness. All right, step side to side. Those 50 seconds fly by when you're having fun, huh? All right, we're going for round 4 right here. I'll face this time. If you can, for this 10-second stretch, I want you to try to pulse those deadlifts. If that's not your thing, you're not feeling it, just stand upright, keeping those weights by your hips. Keep it going. 30 more seconds. Yes, you can. Back remains flat. Avoid rounding or arching your spine here. Protect your spine by pulling your navel in towards your lower back and up to the crown of your head, just as if you're wearing a corset. You've got 5 more seconds here. Pulse or just stand. You got 2 and 1. Here we go. Pulse or stand. You've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently set those weights down. Come back to standing, feet hip width apart and parallel. Have a deep bend in your knees. Hinge forward. Reach for your toes, your calves, or your thighs. You can place your hands under your feet for gorilla stretch and just bend and extend into your knees. You do not have to straighten your legs. You can hold a micro bend as you draw your hips up to the ceiling and then bend deeper into your knees. Keep it going. We're going to grab 2 weights, 1 weight in each hand. We have a right reverse lunge with a narrow row. You still got 20 seconds here. You got it. Stay with it. A few more breaths here. Grab water anytime if you need it. All right, release your hands. Roll up, roll your shoulders back. So right leg steps back, palm facing in, narrow row, release. All right, step it back, hold that reverse lunge, row, bring it down, step it forward, step it back, row, release, step it forward. Palms are facing in towards your body here. So your pulse opportunity here for those 10 seconds are to hold that right leg back and to pulse those elbows up as high as you can. Your stretch is a curtsy. Your left leg is going to draw behind your right. Your left hand is going to be grabbed by your right hand overhead. I'll show you the stretch first. You got 5 more seconds. Last 2. All right, set those weights down if you have them, unless you're pulsing. Curtsy, side bend. All right, grab those weights. Release your arms down. Here we go. Step it back. Now, you can step back with the row, or you can step back, hold it, and row. Your choice. Do what you can today. That's it. You've got 32 seconds remaining. I know it's a weird number. You've got it. Keep it going. Elbows stay tucked in towards your body. Palms are facing in. Narrow row. Right leg steps back. Right leg steps forward. You've got it. Row. Release. 10 more seconds. You've got 5. That's 3, 2. All right, optional hold and pulse. You can step it side to side, or you can do that left curtsy lunge. Very nice, Kishwar. Keep it going. All right, reset. We got round 3 right here. Right leg, narrow row. Step it back, bring it together. Row, bring it together. Stay with it. You got it. You are so close. Working those back muscles. Working those triceps a little bit more. Working your left quad. Working your right glute and your right hamstring. You've got it. 5 more seconds. Stretch, pulse, or step it side to side in 2 and 1. All right, we're going for round 4. Whew. 4 divided by 2. All right, here we go. Left foot your base. Step the right leg back and together. Narrow row. Bring it back together. Try to keep your gaze forward in front of your left foot a few feet. You've got it. Stay with it. 30 more seconds. Narrow row. Palms stay facing in. You've got it. Maybe lift those elbows higher. Bring those palms in closer towards your rib cage. Maybe past your rib cage. 10 more seconds. We're going to hold that right leg back. We're going to hold those elbows lifted and we're going to pulse it. In 3, 2. All right, here we go. Pulse and pulse. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently set those weights down. Right leg is your base. Step your left leg back to a curtsy. Arms overhead. Right hand grabs left wrist. Side bend over to the right. Feel that deep stretch all along the left side body. So you want to try to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Avoid leaning forwards. You can lean back just a little bit if you don't lose your balance like I just did. But try to avoid leaning forward. Just a deep side bend. All right. We're going to grab those same weights. This time, left leg steps back. We still have a narrow row. but our palms are facing out in the same direction that we're looking. You still got 15 seconds here. Deep side bend. All right, gently release your hands down, circle out your wrist. Maybe grab a sip of water, same weights as last time. All right, here we go. Woo. Left leg steps back, palm out, narrow row, step it back, row, release, step it together. Remember, you can break down these moves, or you're welcome to combine the moves together. Totally your preference. Step it back, row, release, step it together, or combine the moves. Palms facing up towards the ceiling. Our stretch is that curtsy, but this time your left leg is the base. Your right leg is going to stagger back in that curtsy. Arms overhead. Left hand grabs right wrist and side bend over to the left. You can also pulse it or step it side to side. And 3, 2, and 1. I'll show you the stretch. Curtsy, side bend over to the left. A nice deep stretch. Release your arms down. All right, palm out, weight in each hand. Step back and row. Combine or break the moves down. Your choice. Keep it going. Row. So those pinkies are in towards your body. The thumb is furthest from your body. That right leg is your base. You're firing up that right quad. Working the triceps, your back, your shoulders, some chest muscles here. Nice workout for your left hamstring and your left glute. Yes, you can. All right, pulse, stretch, or relax. You've got 7. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, reset. Here we go. Round 3. Step back, row it up, release, step row, and release. Keep it going. That's it. Whew, my shoulders are screaming at me now. All right, pinkies in, thumbs out. You got it. Really draw those elbows up toward your shoulders. Think about trying to pull your pinky in towards your lowest rib cage. Maybe higher, maybe towards your back. Stay with it. 10 more seconds. You've got less than a minute of work remaining. Last 2. All right, stretch, pulse, or side step. 4th and final round here. You got this. And 3, 2. Here we go. Right foot your base. Step your left leg back. Narrow row. Remember this round, we've got 50 seconds of movement, 10 seconds of a hold or pulse. Palms facing out in the same direction you're looking. Pinkies in, thumbs out. You're still drawing those elbows up. Deep bend those elbows. You've got it. You are so close, more than halfway. Don't stop now. Beautiful dedication. You got it. Last 15. Then we're going to pulse together. And then your stretch. Keep it going. Last 7. You've got 4, 3, 2. All right, hold it. Pulse or hold. You've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Set those weights down ever so gently. Left leg is your base. Draw your right leg behind. Arms overhead. Left hand grabs right wrist. Side bend over to the left. Maybe lean back. Avoid leaning forward. You want to rock onto that outer knife edge of your right foot. And breathing. 10 more seconds. We're gonna run through all the stretches really quick one more time. All right, release your arm, circle out your wrist. Release your right leg, right palm out, bring your fingertips in towards your body. Gentle pull for those biceps. Open, circle the wrist, switch sides, left arm out. Circle out the wrist. Bring your right arm across your body, gently pulling your left forearm in towards your right, in towards your left shoulder. Open and switch. Left arm across. Open, release your arms down. Hands to your hips. Right knee opens. Right knee closed. One more on this side. Open and close. Then we'll switch to the left side. All right, place that right leg down. Open and close. One more time. All right, draw the arms overhead. Right elbow behind your head. Chin and chest lifted. Open and switch. Left elbow wide. Open, release your palms. Have a deep bend in your knees. Fold forward. You can reach for your thighs, your shins, or your toes, your ankles. You can also place your hands under your foot. Bend and extend your knees. You do not have to completely straighten your legs as you rise to stand. You can maintain a bend in those knees. A few more breaths here. All right, gently release your bind. Roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Sweep your arms up high overhead. Swan dive forward. Bring your hands to your shins. Forward fold, half lift. Back to our forward fold. Gently roll up. Roll your shoulders up and back. Up and forward. Give yourself a nice big round of applause. Fantastic work today. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.